The clip that you're about to listen to is from the latest Ep.2.3 Unpolished episode that we just released today over on our Patreon. If you like what you hear and you decide you want more, all of our patrons, starting even at the lowest tier, get access to the full episode in audio and video format, as well as our entire backlog of bonus episodes that we've recorded up to this point. You can head on over to patreon.com/improvtabletop to learn more and see all the different rewards available there. Now, on with the show. You see on the floor in the middle of the room is a gnome, completely like bleached white, no color whatsoever, and he's like on his knees doubled over in the center of the room, and you can hear him just kind of like coughing and hacking, and then you see a tree branch just like sprout from his back. You hear him scream, and then it kind of like retracts back in. And once again, he starts kind of like giggling, and you hear him saying like, "The power is here." Oh wait, no, he's John Voight. The power is within me. You see, he's Mr. Sir. He's Mr. Sir from Holes. I have to remember that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
The power of my lady is flowing through me nearly to overflowing. Oh, I must learn how to control this to my advantage.
That's what you see happening inside this hovel.
Odie, I tell you all of that.
That sounds decidedly not chill.
No.
You see him stand up, and he looks over at a wall, and you can see there is just like a jar of honey sitting over there. He looks up and he reaches out one hand, kind of shaking, extends it to its full length, and you see all of his fingers kind of like twine into this branch-like spear that he shoots at the honey pot, just completely shatters it. Honey goes splattering everywhere, and sucks it back into his arm, looks at his hand, and giggles and lowers his Mr. Sir cowboy hat over his eyes.
Gnome-sized Mr. Sir.
Gnome-sized Mr. Sir.
Odie, we have to get him. We'll have to get him.
Get him? Like, kill
Did you see
him?
what he just said? Yeah, probably. Did you see what he just said to that honey?
No, I don't see what you're describing these things to me.
Oh, well, here's what he just did.
That sounds...
Can we hear them talking?
That sounds
like,
admittedly bad.
I like
10
to think
feet
that I'm
away.
like going back down his nose, and I'm going up to his eyes, and I'm like putting my hands out, and I'm like, "Are you listening to this?" And then I go back up his snoot, and I'm like looking in again and going back up and down to relay the information.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, real quick, just remember, partial success, so you mark off one nature. This is the information that you have received about what's happening inside of the hovel. And now Tentacle is just kind of like swaggering around, looking at various things. You see there's like a dartboard that has a picture of Ellie and Ursage on it already with a bunch of holes. And he reaches out with one of his arms and just completely like roots, vines slam up against the wall and crush the dartboard and the picture. And he drops it in just like a bunch of crumbled pieces on the ground.
This guy is a max level hater. Oh my gosh.
He really is. Do you think we can take on the hater like that?
That's crazy. I
Do you
don't
think
know.
we could?
Let's go see what the others think we should do.
Okay. Be sneaky about. I don't need to be a spider. Well, just take me on your back. Let's go.
Do you want to stay and keep watching and I'll go talk to them? Okay. And I'll let you off my nose. I'll go back and relay the information to Stumpy and Soleil.
Well, what was our goal coming here in the first place? Were we always supposed to stop him?
He did kill my friend.
I don't
Can I trick shot shoot him in the head?
Yeah, you
my
can
goodness.
now do improbable bow tricks because of that move that you took.
Wait, is it dark here?
Is it dark? What time is it by now? Yeah, it's like just verging on twilight. The sun is just barely going over. There's like long, harsh shadows of trees all over the place.
Ooh, spoopy.
Yeah.
Would an arrow of Acheron disintegrate in this light?
If you get yourself like exactly within the shadow of one of the tree trunks, you would be able to shoot it so that it would not hit the sunlight.
I would like to trick shot shoot him in the head
Yeah.
All
with
right.
an arrow of Acheron.
Okay, yeah. I think you find just the right trunk. You are a tree dwarf. You know the trees. You speak for the trees.
Point of order, I'm not a tree dwarf. I'm a bark dwarf.
Bark dwarf. Yes.
Yeah.
As he's setting this up, I'm going
He's
to
a
lean
bark
over
dog.
to Solveig and be like, does this seem like something we should let him continue to do? Or, like, should we stop him?
I don't know if we could stop him if we tried.
I'm very sturdy.
He seems determined.
Okay, well, I'll let him do it then. Could be a bad idea is all I'm thinking, but
Or a great idea. As
a
I'm
dog.
pulling the bow out of your backpack.
I just feel like that guy's maybe beyond, like, asking what's going on, you know?
I suppose that's fair.
Yeah, while this is going on, Minnie, you're still like pressed up against the window looking at Tenzakil, and as he's going around just like destroying stuff all around his hovel, he's just muttering like,
Oh, let's see them talk down to me now. Oh, Tenzakil Braybiddle, what a tiny little man. He makes good honey, but nobody cares about what's going on in his heart.
and he smashes like a mirror off on the wall and just keeps going around.
Oh, Tenzakil Braybiddle, he's just happy all the time. No need to ask about what's really happening down under the surface.
And he reaches out, smashes like his own bed, just like picks it up with both hands, tears it apart, throws it to the ground.
But now I am full of the energy of the Fae, and I can have my revenge on everybody who spoke down to me.
He's just so sad. and
I'd like to
lonely.
bind us. Can I do Witter Shins?
Let's do a Defy Danger Dex challenge between Stumpy and Minnie to see who gets to act first.
Who can fire off our thing?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm using the potentially loaded dice.
I'll use Christian's dice.
Yes, Christian's cheater
If
dice.
that's not the duality of man. I rolled a 6 and a 1, plus my dexterity is 9.
Okay,
It's
partial
plus
success. Yep.
Alright. What is my dex? Oh, I have no dexterity.
Ain't that just the way?
Christian sucks! I rolled a 3.
A 3.
Oh.
All right, you hear all this going
I'm
on,
never using his dice again.
and the next thing you know, the window right above you, the window pane shatters, and you see a bolt of darkness go flying through. So, Stumpy, go ahead and roll damage.
Before we do that, I have to roll dex to do the shot, to see if there's something I have to do.
Oh, yeah, so we know that the arrow is going to hit because it's an arrow Acheron. It's going to hit. Now we can see if you get an extra cool effect. 2d6 plus dex.
That is 7.
All right, partial success. So I get to choose up to 3 things you need to do. I think you do need to spend some time lining up the shot, but that's not a huge issue because you have the jump on him. Let's have you erase. Well, you're already spending a consumable resource, so I think we'll need you to get into a vulnerable position and sacrifice or endanger something important.
Okay, vulnerable position, I will hang upside down from a tree branch so I can get the right angle on him.
All right. So you're kind of a hanging duck at this point, as it were. I have a proposal for the sacrifice or endanger something important. I think
I'll hear it, but I had an idea too.
I think, Minnie, as you are like on the window pane, you start moving to get into a position to cast your Wittershins, and the next thing you know, you are riding an arrow as it goes through the window directly towards Tenzakil.
That's way better than what I had, but it was endangering many either way, so...
Naturally, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling when you had a partial, I was like, something's gonna happen to me.
Anyway, I hit him, I assume.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Like the arrow plants itself right in the back between the shoulder blades, and Minnie, you feel yourself like sprawl all of your legs up against his back, and you feel the skin start like kind of rippling beneath you and going hard like bark.
Anyway, that's 5 damage.
5 damage. All right, 5 damage to Tentakill Braebiddle.
Can I try to use my hair to scoop Minnie up?
She is inside of the hovel through the window on Tenzakill's body.
Can I
Now would be an awesome time to turn into a whale. Just throwing it out there.
Squash.
A whale from the forests where Minnie gets her energy.
Yeah, the sky whales.
Yeah, the forest whales.
The great forest whales.
You've never seen them. You've never seen them. Can I... Oh, gosh. Can I try and... Would you consider him a perversion of nature?
Yeah.
Can I
Oh, Ned was
can I
too
cast
eager.
Witter Shins? And...
All right, so it's going to be 2d6
Can I
plus
force
wisdom.
whatever is inside from its host? That's what I want to do with it.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so go ahead and roll the 2d6 plus wisdom. And honestly, I think you get advantage because of the surprise that you have on him. He doesn't feel a spider on his back. He feels an arrow in his back, but doesn't realize that you're there. So 3d6 plus wisdom, take the 2 highest dice.
Okay, and that is plus 2. Ooh, okay. That is going to be 9 plus 2, 11.
All right, full success. So, on a hit, you either banish it from this world, force it from its host, or put a restriction on it, your choice. So, yeah, what does your binding ritual here look like?
Well, I'm going to say that I was trying to get it ready, and I was starting to, fully meditate to get ready to, cast it, and getting into the mindset, but I have to be touching the individual or being or whatever. And so I was meditating, and then I was like, oh crap, I have to get in there. And then all of a sudden I'm flying through the air and smack onto his back, and then I'm like, get out of here. Oh, sorry, hold on. How do I talk?
You're Scottish.
Peter
little
Capaldi.
bit like
Peter
this.
Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi.
You're Cremini Lamplick.
I'm Minnie Lamplick. And I smack into him and I go, guys, the bear. And then I smack him with my little spider hand.
You hit
Yeah.
him so hard you
tiniest-
became Australian for a second.
Yeah, I think
It's a horror now, okay?
Yeah, I think your ritual combined with the force of the arrow, and yeah, you know what? This is October. We get to have something spooky. The force knocks him onto the ground, and you feel him start convulsing beneath you, and you hear him screaming. But the screams start to become gagging noises. They are kind of cut off as you see what looks like a branch emerge from his mouth like a spider leg and grab onto the ground and start pulling and pulling, and you start to see more branches erupting from his mouth, and you can feel his body almost starting to deflate a little bit beneath you as something is pulling itself out of Tenzakill's mouth, scrabbling, grabbing at the little cracks in the wooden floor as you see one of these weird plant creatures. It's not a tree, it's not a bush, it's just like a mass of plant material, wet and kind of moving, morphing into and out of itself. You see branches just shooting off and then combining back into the main mass, almost like a weird hybrid between a spider leg and a tentacle. As this thing just pulls itself out, you feel Tenzakill. Now that this creature has removed itself, you have expelled the creature. Tenzakill unconscious, still alive. You see the color starting to come back to him, but now this thing rears itself up and turns its attention. It has no eyes, it has no sensory organs that you can perceive, but turns its intention, you can tell, towards the window where Stumpy is hanging upside down and shoots a single tendril directly towards